Thanks for joining the Sum 180 Weekly Webcast, where we talk about real people's issues around their money and answer your questions. Tonight's issue is the priorities for millennial families when they're trying to build their financial well-being. The question was put really well by Kayla, a Sum 180 community member.
If my husband and I have a little bit of extra money left over at the end of the month, should we put that money towards our credit card debt, or should we use some of it to save for retirement?
Thanks for the question, Kayla. I can't tell you how many times people have said to me, I wish I'd asked more questions when I first got started. Or, I wish my daughter would do the things that I never did when I started out. So in that respect, you're ahead of the game. In terms of priorities, when you have credit card debt, paying that down is a higher priority than your retirement funds. And that's because it's very expensive debt. We like to recommend that you build up your savings and take 50% of any extra money you have at the end of the month and put it toward credit card debt, and 50% to building up an emergency fund, which is total about 6 months of your expenses. When the credit card debt is gone and the emergency fund is built up, you can start on those retirement accounts. Start first at work and max out those retirement accounts. Then, look at your individual accounts like your IRA. Call a reputable firm like Vanguard or Fidelity and find out what kinds of accounts you can have. And once you open them up, max them out as much as possible. Many families don't have a little extra savings at the end of every month. So here are a few tips to make sure you do. First and foremost, make a budget. Take the time to gather your monthly and annual expenses and get them down in one place, either online or on paper, which will help you with number 2, which is look for areas to save. I know the last time I did this, I saw that my cable bill had gotten astronomical, and I called and got it renegotiated. This leads to the third step, which is set a savings goal. Now that you have full information about your expenses, you know how much you can save. Having a savings goal in and of itself can be fun, and achieving it, well, that's just going to make you feel great. That's all the time we have tonight, but thanks for joining, and keep your comments and questions coming. Together, we're making dealing with your money simple and doable.